Okay, very
Perfect.
good.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
so
you.
much.
Oh, no, my pleasure.
So,
Thank you.
is there anything that we didn't touch on that you'd like to comment on?
Not off the top
Not
of
really?
my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
So something else I did want to ask you about, well, actually I got two things here. Bullet train. Are you a proponent of the bullet train?
I will be a strong proponent if we can find private funding, right? I am a proponent, but I am not a strong proponent. We need somebody to invest it, right? That's right. If it's coming out of the general fund, that's another cost that I don't know if we can withstand during a downturn of the economy.
Yeah, so is that likely? Well, and private funding might be dependent on how much public funding is in the pot,
Yes.
right? And it looks like some of this federal money is going to be in jeopardy now, isn't it?
That's right.
What would you bet the odds are that the train will happen if you had to make a bet?
Oh, I don't want to speculate. So,
Okay.
right, all you need is one person in this globe to figure out how to finance it, right? There's people who want to finance
Okay.
it, the returns they want are just too much.
All right, but if you're governor, let's say right now, you're governor, you inherit this bullet train, what would you do with it?
I start having massive conversations with trying to find investors.
And then if you can't find investors?
Then at some point you have to terminate the project.
Okay. Another project, I know you're very high on this one, Secure California.
Secure Choice?
Yeah, Secure Choice. Is it called Secure Choice? Or I thought it was Secure California. Secure Choice. Okay, sorry. Secure Choice. And that is, well, go ahead, describe it. Tell me what it is.
So today there's 7.5 million Californians who are working, but they're at their workplace. They don't provide any type of retirement plan. It's a growing crisis. If you look at the numbers today, especially among younger workers, people in the millennial generation, they will retire into poverty at twice the numbers than their parents, those who are between 45 and 64. So what Secure Choice did was it creates an opportunity for individuals working at those workplaces to have a automatic deduction function so that they would be taken out of their weekly, monthly check, and they can be deposited into some type of retirement account.
Okay, and so what is your anticipation as to how many people will be involved? How many workers will benefit from this program?
So under California's design, out of that 7.5 million, 6.8 million would qualify. Over a period of time, we expect millions to sign up. We would expect very healthy participation in the program. Those who save, it's right. If you look at financial advisors, right or the left, they just think it's really smart to have some type of automatic savings program.
Right, and so so the idea is that these are people who don't have that program offered at work.
That's right.
Right, so they're not part of a 401k, basically.
Yes.
And so the state becomes the vehicle for being in a 401k. And
the state creates the vehicle, the opportunity to participate in those vehicles, right? And
So,
they'll select the various vehicles that somebody can opt into.
Okay, and so then two devil's advocate questions here, and answer them whichever order you want. Number one, people can do that now, can't they? If you're working, why do you need the state? Why don't you just get get a mutual fund or an IRA or whatever, an IRA? Just go ahead yourself. You don't need the state to do that. And then other people say, my God, if there's any entity that shouldn't be doing this, it's government. Look at CalPERS, look at CalSTRS, whose boards you sit on, and the problems they have. What makes government think that it can operate a retirement fund? So how do you respond to both of those issues?
So it's not like CalPERS or CalSTRS. It's not a defined benefit plan. It's an IRA.
Right.
And so if you want to draw a more accurate comparison, look at the 529 programs. So those are the college savings programs. So we select the various mutual funds, and you choose to go in and participate and save money for your kids. So those who are more concerned.
So it's not fair to say government can't run this. Government screws things up, and they're gonna screw this up too. You'd say look at those 529 programs which run well.
Yeah. So if you're going to the CalPERS, CalSTRS model, it's like here we are talking about like an IRA versus a defined benefit plan, right? And we're talking about giving people the option, which is like the 529. So,
Yeah, and CalPERS and CalSTRS, for listeners, those are the retirement funds for state workers.
Right.
Right. Okay. So, and then, but then the other issue though is, why does the state have to get involved? Because people can go out and get their IRAs, call up Fidelity or Vanguard or whatever. You know, why do they need the state?
Because it provides a more convenient opportunity. People aren't signing up today. That's the problem. In addition, the state is one of the big hurdles for a lot of people. There's just too many mutual funds, and it's just so complicated. That's part of the reason people don't invest. And so here we will give them a narrow option.
Will there be any risk to taxpayers?
No.
So if through this program, somebody now, but the state's going to be operating these mutual funds and things, right? I mean,
No, we're going to select private sector
oh,
vendors.
so you'll, private, now if the private sector fund, something happens, financial crisis, it goes down, just like in the last crisis,
Right.
people lose 80% or 50% of their holdings or whatever. The state's not going to step in?
No, we don't step in for the 529s.
Okay. All righty. Well, we'll watch. I'll watch that one. But anyways, John, it was really great having you on.
My
Thanks
honor.
so
Thank you.
much, and
Yeah, absolutely.
great meeting you.
Yeah, thank you kindly.
Bye-bye.